I knew it was about to get bad. Eric stayed calm and tried to talk him down.
White people.
But I could see it. He reached into his pocket.
Yo! He just needed an excuse to shoot somebody, bruh. Gun laws ain't controlled enough because motherfuckers just pull out a fucking gun in Popeyes and shoot somebody because they got their order wrong. My gosh. America is screwed. Today we're back with some more scary animations. We got Popeye's Chicken Horror Story animated by IMR Scary Tales. I'll link the exact video I'm reacting to down below.
The clock said 10:30 p.m. It was the last half hour of my shift, and I just wanted to finish, go home, and leave the routine of frying food and ringing up orders behind me. The kitchen was shut down. The last customers had left, and the restaurant was quiet. It was just the three of us, me at the counter, Lisa clearing the tables, and Mark in the kitchen finishing up. Suddenly, the metallic sound of the automatic door glided through the air. A familiar sound that was disconcerting at this hour of the night. The door opened slowly and a dark figure stepped inside. He was covered by a hood. I was rather annoyed as we were about to close,
like,
but
nigga,
here came one of those people who come in at the last minute. He approached the empty counter. I had just finished packing my things, and with some frustration, I decided to go over and greet him in a polite tone. But he was serious, just standing there with his head down, as if he was deciding something. Finally, he looked up, and although I couldn't see his face clearly, his eyes shone with a mixture of impatience and something darker. My body instantly
over some
tensed.
damn chicken.
I asked if he needed anything, trying to sound normal, but my voice was shakier than I had expected. The man didn't answer. His right hand slipped slowly under his jacket, and the
not the Glock!
It was a weapon, and he raised it to chest height.
Bruh.
I felt the cold grip of death, and my breath froze. Empty the register.
Nigga, you robbing a Popeyes chicken. Love that chicken for Popeyes. You finna rob a chicken store. That's crazy. Nigga couldn't eat some cock, so he brought out the Glock. Pause? Ugh. That's an Ayo moment.
Empty the register, he said in a dry, firm voice, while with his other hand he pulled a small, clear bag from his pocket and threw it on the counter. My whole body froze. It was as if I was floating outside of myself, watching the scene from above. For a moment, I thought I was dead. I just couldn't move. My hands shaking uncontrollably. My mind was racing
I'll be scared too.
A whirlwind of thoughts. What will happen if I don't? Will they shoot us? Has Lisa noticed? Does Mark know we're in danger?
Right, where Lisa at? She over here clearing tables and shit.
His gun, snapping me out of paralysis. No, he shouted, and I felt the sharp edge of panic pierce my chest. My fingers barely responded. I fumbled as I tried to open the register. The sound of the bell as it opened was like a death knell. My hands fluttered, shaking, as I pulled the notes out one by one, stuffing them into the bag. As I desperately searched the room for help, I saw her. Lisa was standing at the back of the restaurant.
Lisa's standing back there.
With a rag in her hands and her eyes wide open, not daring to make a sound. Every second felt worse than the last.
Somebody go get somebody.
Running down my back, and every breath was a struggle. The guy still had his gun raised, expressionless, staring at me intently. When I was finally finished, I pushed the bag towards him, praying that it would be enough. Don't do anything stupid, he warned as he shoved the
guy
bag
doing
into
some
his
shit
jacket.
stupid.
He took one last look at me with a wry smile and turned to leave. But just before the door closed behind him, I saw it. A small detail that chilled me even more. In the back pocket of his jeans, an iPhone with a black and white case was sticking out. It wasn't anything important, but for some reason it felt strange and stuck in my mind. The man disappeared into the darkness of the night, leaving a heavy, dense atmosphere in the place. I could feel my legs shaking so much that I had to hold on to the counter to keep from falling over.
Are you okay?
Lisa asked, her voice shaking. I nodded without saying a word. But the truth was that I was not all right.
Well,
I
duh.
could feel his presence, as if the air around me had been saturated with his dark energy. The whole restaurant seemed distorted, with shadows lurking in the corners, watching me. Lisa ran to the back, and suddenly I was alone. The silence that followed was worse.
Where's the
It
man
felt like
at?
something, or someone, was watching me from the shadows, hiding between the tables.
Not
Every
hiding
little
between the
sound made my heart
tables.
race. The hum of the fridge in the kitchen, the buzz of the lights. Everything
Bruh,
sounded like
did
a
nobody
whisper,
in the
as
back
if
hear
fear had brought the
this?
place to life. I looked at the door, expecting something else to happen. What if he comes back? I thought. What if he never really left? The phone, that damn phone, kept popping into my head. Cops were called. They checked CCTV footage. Man was unidentified because of the hoodie he was wearing. But then they noticed the iPhone in his back pocket with black and white case. The man with iPhone with black and white case was enough to track Brown. Brown was tracked
How?
down through surveillance camera and was then arrested.
How?
The real-life case involved a man named Nathaniel Brown, 42, who was arrested by Rockford police for an armed robbery at a Popeyes restaurant at approximately
This shit based off a
10:43
true
p.m.
story.
on April 30th, 2024. Employees at the Popeyes on Auburn Street reported that a man, later identified as Brown, robbed the business at gunpoint and forced them to empty the cash register into a light-colored bag. He then fled on foot, but was tracked by police K9 units to Irving Avenue, where they found an iPhone linked to Brown. Surveillance footage confirmed the suspect's actions and his phone, thanks to a witness. On 5 May, police followed a GMC Yukon driven by Brown, and later saw video evidence from Auburn Manor, showing him carrying a bag on the night of the robbery. Brown is now charged with armed robbery.
Okay, we got a happy ending for one of these crazy ass stories. And this shit based off a real story too. That's wild. Dang, I didn't think that shit was real. I mean, it's not crazy enough for it not to be real, you feel me? But okay.
I've been working at Popeyes for a couple of years now. It's not the most glamorous job, but it pays the bills. I've seen my fair share of difficult customers. People get angry about the smallest things when it comes to fast food. Missing biscuits, cold fries, wrong sides, the usual stuff. But this was different. It started like any other shift. It was just past 8 p.m. and we were closing in a couple of hours. I was at the counter, handing out orders, trying to keep up with the dinner rush. I saw her when she first came in, angry.
Why she gotta be big and black? Man, if this ain't no true story, y'all niggas is racist for real. Cause what? She gotta be big tummy with braids and fucking drugged out. Like, what? Y'all making us black women look bad, bro, for real. Over some damn chicken.
Angry from the second she stepped through the door. You can always tell when someone's about to make your life harder, and she had that look.
Oh
Dark
my God.
eyes, twitching hands, the kind of aura that makes you want to stay away. She ordered a lot of food, way more than the usual customer. I didn't think much of it until she came back about 20 minutes later, slamming her bag on the counter.
Not her
I
son.
paid for this damn food, and y'all messed it up.
She shouted, loud enough for the whole restaurant to hear.
Of
I
course.
tried to stay calm like I always do.
It's a Karen.
Sorry, ma'am. Let me take a look.
Oh. She breathing heavy because she big.
I opened the bag, already knowing where this was going. She was missing a side of fries and some nuggets. Small mistake, easily fixed. But she wasn't having it. Before I could offer
What
to
you mean
replace
she ain't
the
having
item,
it?
she leaned over the counter and snapped.
Uh-oh.
You think this is a joke? You think I'm playing with y'all?
Her eyes were
Bruh,
wild.
you got a white girl voice and a black
Whether
girl.
to scream or hit something. My heart started to race, but I kept my voice steady.
Bruh, they fucked up the back of her head. Like, what?
My heart started to race, but I kept my voice steady.
Ma'am, I can fix this. This is not a problem.
She didn't move, just stood there, staring
why
at me with this strange, unsettling.
He's like, Like, y'all seeing Smile? Me and my boyfriend saw Smile too when it first came out. That shit crazy. And the ending? Bruh.
She didn't move, just stood there, staring at me with this strange, unsettling smile.
Fix it.
She whispered through gritted teeth.
You gonna fix it?
All right.
You better. Or else.
I could feel the tension
What?
rising,
What you gonna
thickening the air around
do?
me. I tried to stay focused, pulling out the fries and nuggets she was missing, but I could sense her pacing.
Look at her eyes. That bitch drugged
About the way
out.
she was acting. It wasn't just anger. It was something darker. I felt it deep in my gut.
It's ecstasy. She on that booger sugar.
I handed her the fresh food, trying to smile, trying to keep things from escalating.
There you go, ma'am. Sorry for the mix-up.
She didn't take the bag. Her eyes flicked down to the food, then back up to me. And that's when I saw it. In her hand, just barely visible under the sleeve of her jacket.
A knife?
Shiny. A knife.
Girl, all this for some damn chicken. It ain't that damn serious. For some damn chicken, you big bag bitch. You about to stab somebody over some damn food after she done fixed it. Big Bag Chronicles, for real.
Under the sleeve of her jacket, something shiny. A knife. My throat tightened. I dealt
Girl,
with
you better
before,
scream,
but
be like,
this
she got a knife.
is-
That bitch got a fucking knife.
My throat tightened. I dealt with angry customers before, but this, it was insane.
This a whole new
She wasn't
level of
here to just
angry.
yell and storm out. She was out for blood. My hands started to shake.
Girl.
I stepped back from the counter.
Are you
hoping
wearing
someone,
heels?
Anyone was paying attention, but the restaurant was busy and everyone was minding their own business.
Bruh,
She leaned in
scream.
closer, the blade catching the light as she twirled it between her fingers.
You think I'm stupid, don't you?
She hissed.
Think I'll just take this and leave, huh? Y'all think you can mess with me and get away?
Bruh, all this for some fucking Popeyes, you big bag hoe. She gotta be strung out on some cocaine or something.
Y'all think you can mess with me and get away?
I wanted to scream for help, but
You
my
shoulda.
voice wouldn't come out. She stepped around the counter.
Oh,
right into
no.
the kitchen,
Run,
and
hoe.
pointed the knife at me.
Why ain't nobody watching? Nah, as soon as that bitch screamed, talking about some, y'all fucked up my order, or whatever she said, y'all, like, ain't nobody was watching her? She didn't draw attention? Everybody minded their own business. For real. Come on.
She stepped around the counter, right into the kitchen,
Oh, no.
and pointed the knife at me.
You better give me everything I want. Or I swear, I'm gonna carve you up like one of those chickens.
Bruh, huh?
The restaurant suddenly felt so much smaller. I backed away, my palms sweaty, slipping on the floor. There was nowhere to go. She had me cornered. I tried
But
to stay
ain't nobody
calm,
watching
tried
this?
to think of a way out.
Please, you don't have to do this.
I whispered, my voice cracked, betraying how scared I was. But she just grinned wider, her teeth bared like a predator playing with its prey.
Bruh.
Oh, but I do.
She raised the knife, pointing it right
Whoa!
Nobody that messes with me is left unbothered.
Ain't nobody watching
at my chest.
this?
My heart pounding in my ears. Every second felt like hours. And then, out of nowhere,
Police, thank you! Thank you! I'm like, bro, ain't nobody gonna call the police, nothing? I'm like, all this for some damn fucking nasty ass Popeyes. Like, nigga, it ain't never been that serious ever. Like, girl, take your food and go. Like, eat your damn chicken nuggets and fries and get the fuck gone.
And then, out of nowhere, sirens, flashing
Police.
lights outside, police cars.
Thank you.
She froze as her eyes darted toward the door. For a moment, I thought maybe she'd give up, but instead, she
Oh, fuck.
raised, teeth bared.
Oh,
Just in
no.
time, she hit the counter hard, stumbling. Before she could recover, the police burst in. Guns were drawn.
Oh,
and voices
no.
boomed. The whole place erupted into chaos. She was screaming, swiping at the officers, but they weren't taking any
Yo.
chances. She was arrested and taken away. I collapsed to the floor, shaking, barely able to breathe. The knife slipped from her hand, clattering onto the tile beside me. It was over, just like that. But the terror, that stayed with me. I never looked at a Popeyes the same way again.
Nigga, that day I would have quit. I'd be like, listen, it ain't fucking worth it to work at this fucking chicken place. And if I was a fucking customer sitting in the restaurant while that shit happened, I'd be like, that's my sign to go on a diet. Because what the fuck?
This story is based on a real incident in Harris County,
Seriously?
Texas. A woman named Visha Walker was arrested after a violent altercation leading to assault at a Popeyes outlet located on West Lake Houston Parkway.
Why is it always somebody black, bruh? It's a real story. You really out here about to stab somebody over some fucked up food? Big bag bitch.
Armed with a knife, she threatened the on-duty manager. The cops were informed right away,
Not the manager.
and Visha was taken into custody. She was later booked into the Harris County Jail, facing charges of assault. Her bond was set at $100 by County Court 14.
Okay, that is not okay. Not okay, because why the fuck you about to stab somebody over some damn fucked up food? Your order was fucked up, now I'm finna get the stabbing, finna get the slicing and dicing. Like, nigga, what? Like, if you had just been nice, they probably would've gave you some free food, but no, you wanna go berserk and fucking try to stab motherfuckers. That's wild.
The evening rush was in full swing at Popeyes, the air thick with the smell of fried chicken and the sound of sizzling oil. I was behind the counter, trying to keep up with the orders, when I noticed a customer becoming increasingly agitated. His name was Garrett, a regular who often came for his favorite chicken sandwich. 20-year-old Eric Charles was good at handling customers. A college kid working part-time is always calm, even when people lose it over the smallest things. That's why I didn't think much of it when I heard him attending to the customer. Just another night. It started low, angry muttering, but it grew louder. That's when I first noticed something was off. This is ridiculous. I said I wanted spicy chicken. This isn't what I ordered. I come here all the time, and this is how you treat me? Calm down, man. Another customer chimed in from the back of the line.
That motherfucker look like Jim Carrey. That's gotta be an insult. I'm so sorry, Jim Carrey, but listen, y'all can't tell me that's not Jim Carrey. Listen.
I come here all the time, and this is how you treat me? Calm down, man.
I'm like, nigga, you see how busy it is? They might not have fucked up your order on purpose, but if you ask nicely, they'll fix it. Duh.
It's just chicken.
Right.
I'm sorry about that. Let me fix that for you. That seemed to ignite something in Garrett. He turned around, glaring at everyone who dared to look his way. What? No. You think this is funny? You think you can all just laugh at me? I've been waiting out here forever, and you can't even get my order right? I want my money back. Suddenly, he slammed his fist on the counter, causing cups to rattle and customers to jump back in surprise.
Nigga, that ain't never been that serious.
Now, he screamed. Sir, I apologize for the mix-up. That's it? You made me wait for this, and you think a half-assed apology is enough? I want my money back. Here you go, sir. Again, I apologize for the mix-up. People get angry all the time, mess up an order, make them wait too long, and suddenly it's like the world's ending. Eric
over
knew
some
that.
mid-nasty ass chicken.
Eric knew that. We all did. But this guy was different. Here's your refund, sir. Again, sorry for the inconvenience. You think this is a joke? You think I'm some idiot you can...
Bro, why? Every fucking time you have a problem, you yell at them, they solve the problem, and you still about to get the slicing, about to get the shooting, about to get the fucking attacking. Why? Take your money and go. Never go back to that location again. It's that fucking simple.
Sorry for the inconvenience. You think this is a joke? You think I'm some idiot you can brush off with a few dollars?
Nigga, you just asked for your money back. He gave you what you want. Get your shit and go. Like, the fuck do you expect? You say you think you just brush me off with a few dollars? Nigga, that's how much you paid for the shit. You asked for your money and they gave it to you. What's the issue? I don't understand y'all motherfuckers sometimes, dog. Seriously, y'all be on some bullshit. Fuck.
You think I'm some idiot you can brush off with a few dollars?
Nigga.
Sir, there's no need for this.
Seriously.
I'm giving you your refund. That's not good enough. I knew it was about to get bad. Eric stayed calm and tried to talk him down.
White people.
But I could see it. He reached into his pocket.
Yo! He just needed an excuse to shoot somebody, bruh. Gun laws ain't controlled enough because motherfuckers just pull out a fucking gun in Popeyes and shoot somebody because they got their order wrong. My gosh.
But
America is screwed.
He reached into his pocket and pulled out a gun.
Yo!
My blood ran cold as realization struck me like a lightning bolt. The guy wasn't just mad. He was ready to do something.
Yo!
Eric, get back! I screamed. But Garrett was beyond reason.
Yo!
Wild with rage and desperation. You think this is a joke? You think you can mess with me?
Ain't nobody messing with you.
Everything seemed to happen in slow motion. The manager rushed forward, trying to
Yo!
talk him down. Garrett, let's just calm down and talk about this. But it was too late. Garrett's finger tightened.
He pulled the trigger!
He shouted incoherently about being disrespected and wronged. The tension in the air was evident. Every breath felt like a countdown. Then it happened. A loud bang echoed.
Oh,
I ducked behind
shit.
the counter, my heart pounding violently against my chest as screams filled my ears. When silence finally fell over the restaurant, I cautiously peeked over the counter. I couldn't move. I couldn't breathe. It was like time had stopped. Then I saw Eric. I kept telling myself it wasn't real, that I'd wake up any second, but the blood on my hands otherwise. Hold on, Eric. Help's on the way. Emergency sirens wailed in the distance as police arrived moments later to secure the scene. The aftermath was surreal. Customers huddled together outside while paramedics rushed inside.
Oh my
As I
gosh.
sat there trembling, holding Eric, reality crashed down on me like a tidal wave. Lives had been shattered over something so trivial.
Like, over some mid-ass chicken. I'm a swim teacher and ain't nobody gonna shoot me over the kid not blowing their bubbles and drinking a lot of water and throwing up. But if somebody get your order wrong, you just all of a sudden dead. 1 minute you here, next minute you gone. Like, over some damn chicken and shit. White people on some bullshit over some chicken. Like, go to a soul food place if you want some real quality chicken. That chicken gonna be like $45, but shit, it's gonna be quality.
Sat there trembling, holding Eric. Reality crashed down on me like a tidal wave. Lives had been shattered over something so trivial.
Over some gosh darn mid-ass chicken.
Unimaginable horror. In those haunting moments that followed, I realized how fragile life could be. How quickly anger could transform into violence over something as mundane as an incorrect order at Popeyes. As I stepped outside into the cold night air, surrounded by flashing lights and chaos unfolding around me, one thought lingered. How easily could we lose ourselves over something so trivial? That night would haunt me forever, a reminder of how quickly a craving for fried chicken turned into a nightmare that no one would ever forget.
Nigga! That man went there every single day for the same order, and the one time they messed it up, he ready to kill somebody? Seriously? If this ain't some fucking, I can't even fucking find the words, some crack head-assery, big backery head-ass actions. Is this based off a true story as well? Jim Carrey.
The story was inspired by a horrific incident that happened on December 6th, 2020, in San Antonio, Texas. A tragic shooting occurred.
What, bruh? How did I know it was in Texas? How did I know it was in Texas, bruh? In my head, I was like, bruh, if this shit's Texas, I'm done. Because motherfuckers in Texas can just carry guns all they fucking want to, bruh. Somebody can just walk into a fucking Popeyes and just get shot up. Everybody from California moving to Texas, and it's like, you wonder why you're getting shot up in the fucking Popeyes. Like, what?
In San Antonio, Texas, a tragic shooting occurred at a Popeyes restaurant. The incident began as an argument between a customer and an employee over an incorrect order at the drive-thru window.
What the argument?
The customer, 31-year-old Garrett, became increasingly agitated when he received the wrong meal. Frustration escalated into a heated confrontation, with Garrett demanding a refund. Tensions rose further when Garrett exited his vehicle and approached the drive-thru window. During the argument, Garrett pulled out a handgun and fired multiple shots at the Popeyes employee working the window, 20-year-old Eric Charles, who was also a college student working part-time. Eric Charles was struck by the gunfire, sustaining fatal injuries to his chest and neck. After the shooting, the scene quickly turned chaotic as other employees and customers panicked. Garrett fled the scene, but was later apprehended by police. Unfortunately, despite emergency medical efforts, Eric Charles was pronounced dead. This senseless act of violence shocked the community, and Garrett faced serious charges for his actions.
But y'all don't want to fix gun laws. But guns save lives, right? Fuck you, Trump. A nigga was just trying to go to work and make some money, and now he dead. Because you got the fucking order wrong. Like, are you serious? That shit made me mad. Like, what? A 20-year-old died because of some fucking chicken. That's nasty as hell. Please. Texas don't got no kind of gun laws, no type of gun control whatsoever. And motherfuckers just go through a drive-through and shoot some motherfuckers. That's his story. That's the story that God had for him. He works at a fucking Popeyes, gets the order wrong, and motherfucker leaves, gets mad, pulls up around the corner in the fucking drive-thru and shoots him up. For what? Over some mid-ass chicken. Anyway, y'all, that was me reacting to 3 true Popeyes chicken horror stories animated by IMR Scary Tales. Like I said, I'll link the exact video I reacted to down below. Over some mid-ass chicken. But anyway, y'all, follow me on my Instagram. I don't know what to say. That was some bullshit, but I'm gonna see y'all next week. Take care. Bye.